Hello, this is Keeping Up with Anne Canada. Thank you guys for watching my videos and subscribing and liking. I appreciate all that. Today I'm talking about a topic that's very interesting. It's a happy topic because I'm talking about the newlyweds. Newlyweds are at a point where they are very excited, they are very happy because all the attention is on them. You just had your wedding, everybody was just their eyes on you. You have gifts, you have people calling you, you have people telling you how wonderful your day was, and everything is good, everything is dandy. And then things come in. I'm talking to newlyweds who have a blended family, and this can become just a stumbling block. It's not a bad thing. It's a thing that you have to deal with. You're bringing children in the marriage, and he's bringing children in the marriage. It's okay. The only thing that you have to focus on is there is a lot to deal with, and everything has to go smoothly every day. Work as a team. Communicate as much as you can. Parents, make sure you are a one-party state. You work together, that children understand that there is no leeway. You can't play mom, you can't play dad. So as you are excited and your children are coming in with you, remember, they are not intimately engaged like you are with your husband, with your wife. Some of them are not happy, some of them are happy. So you have to remember, you have to deal with that, because otherwise it's going to be a stumbling block. You are newly wedded, you are excited, the children are coming with you, and they might be a burden to some extent if you don't work right. Number one, communicate. Make sure everything is communicated. You should have done that before you actually have to tie the knot. You have to communicate on what these children are going to be. Your ultimate goal is to make sure they have a relationship. Not a forced relationship, but an explained relationship that they can grow by themselves. And it is you parents who make it happen by being fair with them. There is a tendency out there that some other spouses, when they come into a blended family, they forget their own children because you're trying to please the other person so that they think you love them. By not caring about your children, you kind of ignore them, you kind of not take care of them as much as you were doing when you were by yourself or with your ex. So remember that you don't leave anybody unattended to. They are stressed because they would rather have it in another way. So make sure you communicate with them. Anytime you see that there is a change in behavior, talk to them and communicate with them. And then there's a tendency again of favoring your own children. That is not good. Favoring will never be good, because if you do a favoring game, you're causing commotion, you're causing fights, you're causing conflict. So make sure you are always fair. Love is going to be love either way. And I'll be honest with you, I can never say, oh my goodness, you're going to love them the same. But try your best because you got them into this situation. So I'm talking about just the smallest thing. When you are buying things, make sure you are fair enough. Buy them the same things. Sometimes it could never be the same thing, but buy them what they are asking for. When it comes to food, make sure they eat enough depending on where you are. When it comes to transporting them, it's those small things because they are little kids. And they are watching those small things. It's not about the big things. The big things, sometimes they don't even see them. Okay? So remember that. No favoritism, no taking sides, and no abandoning your own to excite the other partner. And on the other important part is you guys have to be taken. You have to take care of each other. Love each other. Make sure there is no loophole that you are tired because the kids are engaging you more. You love each other. If you love each other, those children will watch that and they will love it, you know. You just love each other while they are watching. Just engage with each other, communicate well. If you have any disagreement, it's okay. Sometimes things happen in front of the kids. Make sure you do it in a strategic way. It doesn't matter how angry you are. You have a lot to deal with. You brought yourself into this situation. Deal with it. Make sure you resolve it. As they are watching, you do that, they learn and learn and learn. And then work so hard that they connect. Communicate with them. Sit down with them and ask them what you can do to make things better. As you are working with them, as you are communicating with them, listen to them. Make sure you listen to them. Watch their behaviors. Sometimes some kids can just get into their shell and say, okay, I'm just going to do what I have to do, but I'm not going to tell anybody. Look at those changes in behavior. Because if you don't, at some point, you might lose them. Some kids these days are depressed to a point where they decide to commit suicide. And then when you see these suicidal notes, it's because you abandoned them. Walk with them. I'm speaking this because I have the experience of having children that you have to communicate with them. Know what they want. Know what they expect. Is maybe you might not be able to give, but just know and tell them that it's okay, everything is okay. You are working hard to make everybody happy. And one good thing, eventually things are going to be fine because these kids are going to grow older. And at some point, they are going to be helping you out. So do not get yourself miserable by fighting each other. You're favoring your kids. You're favoring the other person's kids. You're making the other kids angry. You're making your husband angry. You're making your wife angry. You're not doing the best to make this relationship work. Because at the end of it all, it's a whole bunch of people who are unhappy. A generation of unhappy people because of the decision you made by marrying each other thinking you're going to be happy. So remember, the news flash I'm going to tell you is the problems you are dealing with. Some families out there, they are dealing with them too. The ultimate goal is work very hard to make those relationships work. So communicate, do not favor, work together, listen to your children, watch their behaviors. And at the end of it all, things are going to eventually get better. And Canada loves you. Please watch to learn, view, and please subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe.